Welcome back, everybody. I think it's Thursday, November 16th. Let me look and make sure my microphone's working. It's working. I came in here earlier. Microphone wasn't working. Nothing was working. I'm glad I checked it beforehand. Otherwise, nothing. So, I hope everybody had a good couple days. Been a bit of a shit show over here. So, I hope everyone's had a good time regardless. Charts have been a little up and down. Things have gotten a little wonky. A lot of big green followed by a lot of big red. I'm kind of glad that's happening, and I'm kind of wish it wouldn't because, of course, I like making more money. The problem with that is sometimes, we run into these situations where the big red follows the big green, and no one likes that. I see them as buying opportunities, especially when we're in an uptrend, which we'll talk about here in a moment. And of course, so long as we bounce back and hold support, which I think we may do, and we're about to talk about here on the charts, I think everything will be fine. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Crypto After Dark. If you have not done so, please hit the like button. It's free. Likes cost nothing. They're absolutely free. In fact, I don't ask that anybody pay for anything. It's all free on YouTube. It's all free on X. You don't have to buy anything. It's all included. You just show up and hang out. And you can see charts and learn and be part of the fam. It's really not that complicated. Let me first say, I am wrong all the time. You aren't here every day in my regular life to see me be wrong all the time, right? You're not here. So you can't see me be wrong about what time I pick someone up or what time I get into a meeting or what time I pointed a chart out. I can't be right forever, and I can't always hit everything 100%. While we're on here, we may do well. We may hit 70, 80, 85, 90, 95% accuracy. That's not 100%. Interestingly enough, quite a few, and it all happened at one time, which is interesting. Quite a few people all at one time kind of troll rated me at one time. I didn't realize what was going on until after the fact, which made me even more angry. But I can't get right on all these. I can't possibly see all of them. I can't possibly chart everything. I can't possibly buy everything. I usually tend to play it more safe than all of you do. And why do I do that? Well, all of you are watching. That's why. So I play it a little bit more safe. All of you have itchy trigger fingers to call attorneys and lawyers and try to sue me. It's already happened once. Probably will happen again. Luckily, I have 2 lawyers now to handle that. I can't please everybody. It's impossible. So, there are certain few assets that I'm just simply not going to chart or talk about anymore. And it's not anything personal. It's just nothing good comes from it. It only results in anger and badness and derision. And I don't want any of that. So we'll avoid a few of those. And I won't really say their names. I'll just kind of step aside and not do those and just move on. I think it's just best that way. Certain communities don't belong in the spotlight. They deserve to be out of the spotlight because they're not very good people. And I'm told that I'm not a very good person either. I'm not likable. And I understand that that may be the truth. I may not be likable. I get it. I don't say the things that you'd like me to say. And I may not agree with the way you go about doing things. I may come off harsh. I'm sorry I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm sorry I'm not 25 years old and a millennial and careful about everybody's feelings. I'm just not. I grew up hard. So I'm a hard person, and that's just the way it is. And I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. It's just who I am. So let's talk about Bitcoin now that I've got that out of the way. All right. 2 key levels that I mentioned in the thumbnail are as such. I've got that highlighted area where it says 618 overall fib there at roughly $39,000. I did that for a reason. All right. This is the Bitcoin CME chart. Excuse me. Bitcoin CME chart, which is BTC1 exclamation point. That's the ticker. So the white line you see right here, I'll highlight it with drawing tool. That white line that you see right there is the overall 618 fib if I scroll way out. And what you're going to see here is a Gann grid. I don't want everybody to worry about the Gann grid. More so what I want you to see is the fib levels right now. The Gann grid can come much later. I'm not going to erase it because I don't want to erase it and take it off my chart. I want to leave it on there. But if I pulled these fibs all the way out to 2026, which you can't even see, there you go. 38,555 is this overall 618 fib that I've got right here. This is a very important level because we've seen many times that Bitcoin respects this level very much so. It'll run to this level and pause. It'll run to this level and sit on top of it. It'll run to this level and kind of think about it. All right. It's exactly what's happened at this moment. It ran to this level, pumped the brakes, and stopped. It's very important to note that we haven't broken that level, and until we break that level, we're more likely to stay under it than we are to go over it. I've drawn this out in several other charts. The interesting thing is when I pull fibs horizontally instead of just vertically. So the vertical lines that you see on the screen are fib time zones horizontally instead of vertically, like I'm talking about. And this creates a Gann grid. Interestingly enough, from the top to the bottom, just like I've got the regular fibs pulled from the top to the bottom, we have fib lines. This fib line is a 382. This fib line is the 50 fib. This fib line is a 618. And it kind of shows us when we have a shift in price action, so to speak. All right. We're approaching that line now, which is in mid-December, roughly mid-December. All right. We haven't gotten there yet. And we're getting close. We're in mid-November now. So the next couple of weeks here are the shift moment where we may pull back and we may not, and may just keep going and blow through 40,000. I'm prepared either way. I've noted many times recently that everything right now is a buying opportunity for me since we're near the bottom on most things. I may not be on the bottom on Bitcoin and a couple others, but a lot of alts and a lot of mid caps and a lot of other things are near their bottoms. So I want to take opportunities to buy when I can. All right. And these are opportunities that I'm talking about. So I think Bitcoin is going to get held up in the mud here. It keeps showing me that it doesn't want to break this level. It's just tagging the bottom of it and kind of thinking about it. Again, I'm already in Bitcoin. I've already bought, so it's fine. The point is, it looks like it wants to slow down some. Where do I think it will slow down to? Well, I've got that area highlighted by the green box. This green box is back to the previous support in July, which locked us out on price, and we kind of scrolled down real slow to the trend line before we bounced and moved up. You remember all that, everybody? It sucked. It was very boring and terrible, and everybody hated it because nothing happened for a long time. All right, you remember that. So we've since shot up through that, and now we're on top of it. Price action struggling to get through a resistance level. If it typically doesn't get through a resistance level, it typically goes back to a support level. And that support level is that red line with the green box that you see, which is the 50 fib, which is roughly $32,000. I'm going to say 33 to 31. Why am I doing that? Well, give you a zone more than a number, because the zone is more important than the number. I can't control everything. I don't know how far it'll go in one direction. It may stop. It may hit that line and then take off. I don't really know. Okay. What I do know is it's going to get close to it. And if it gets close to it, buying opportunity, because I don't think it's got enough time to slow down enough to fail the timeline. What do I mean by the timeline? Well, typically every beginning of the year, we get some kind of move up. We can't move up if everything's failing. All right. This mid-December to the end of December going into January looks to be the point where everything kind of jumps off and says, I'm done going down. It's time to find the next support level. All right. Also, the 50-day moving average is slowly creeping its way up toward this same area, toward this same 32,000-ish area. Hasn't gotten there yet, obviously, but it's getting there slowly. And I don't even have the 100 or the 200-day moving average up there, just the 50-day moving average for simplicity. The main key thing here I see is we didn't break 40,000, and until we break 40,000, we're destined to float in between 30 and 40. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, ping ponging until it figures out what it wants to do. I'll say this, it's done a lot. It's done a lot. And because of that, it's got to breathe in here somewhere. We've seen those breaths happen over the last few days. We got some big green, big, huge red, deep breaths. All right. More green, more red, deep breaths. And here we are again on the backside of those big red breaths, thinking about it. All right. I'm going to scroll through some different charts here and we'll kind of look them over one at a time. I've got a list of what people have asked for. You guys feel free to put down over here what you want to see and we'll kind of try to go through it. It was a bummer today, y'all. I'm sorry. It was, I don't know. The mood kind of got sucked out of me. It just, y'all are going to take that the wrong way, but whatever. I don't know. You have your good days and you have your bad days, right? And, man, it was just a day, dude. It was just a day. I don't even care about the red. Doesn't matter to me. I'm well up in my positions, which I'm about to go through here in a moment. And we can talk about the ones I missed and the ones I hit on. Whatever. Nonetheless, let's go through some coins. Let's say hey to everyone real quick. All right. What's up, Nas? I got that wrote down. Jay Prangley, what's up, brother? I'm sorry you couldn't come hang out. You'll see it on the replay. MP, what's up? Ron Poteet, Win Mullet, Kevin Newsom, Mulsifer, Farood, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Isham, Tex, Eric Denim Logic, Lunatic Prophet, Tremaine the Great, what's up, brother? Good to see you. MC, what's up? Miss Ariana, how are you doing? JM, good to see you. I got that rope down. Rope-a-dope, what's up? Colo, we only did Wednesday one time. What's up, Frank? Good to see you, brother. What's up, HD Tank? What's up, Nick? Good to see you, Nick. Merc, what's up? Pocket, yeah. I'll write that down. Let's see. Gala and Fit. And I had someone message me and ask me about a coin. Hang on, let me double check on what that was. Someone messaged me and I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry. Hang on. It was T coin. I'll try to find that. I've never heard of it. Quant and Link. All right. What's up, Big Dex? Jeremy Monroe. What's up, brother? Jesse Z. China Matt. Not catching everything under the sun doesn't equal being wrong in my book. Right. I know. I get it. You know what, people? It's the fun has started to go out of this. You know what I mean? Whenever we first started this, it was very fun. It was fun to meet new people and talk about new things and get new exposure to new stuff. Man, the bad eggs take the fun out of all this for me. You know what I mean? It used to be fun to come on here and chop it up with you guys. And then I got overwhelmed because I'd see so many people on here. It freaked me out, honestly. When you guys put me on a TV and you send pictures, that freaks me the hell out. It just sucks the fun out of it, dude. Like, people are so miserable, man. People are so miserable. I don't get it. I don't know how people go through our life like that. But it takes the fun out of it for me. That's why I'm moving away from a lot of social media here at the beginning of the year. And I'll only be doing this. There won't be any more Twitter. There won't be any more X, whatever you want to call it. No Instagram, no Facebook, just this and Discord. Yeah, man. Just takes the fun out of it. Anyway, Eric Damon Logic, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Drill, AVAX. Man, AVAX, by the way. Damn. How you doing, AVAX? And Astar. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Cody? U-Boat, what's up, brother? Rope-a-dope, again, Algo and H-Bar. All right. What's up, Cheese? What's up, Peter Navarro? Good to see you, brother. Ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, Blitz? Good to see you. What's up, Heath? Sam, Reap, Zeal, and CTSI. CTSI, Reap, and Zeal. Almost spelled that wrong, and it's only 3 letters. All right, what's up, Frank, Christian, A-Dub? All right. If y'all haven't done so, there's about 70 people on here. Go hit like. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Subscribe while you're at it. If you haven't subscribed before, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. We just do 1 live stream a week right now. It's not that complicated. But I do put out videos every once in a while. The more likes we get, the more broad reach we have out for people, and the more people who can come and hate. All right. Let's go through the list of what you guys have asked for first, and we'll kind of work backwards from there. Bell, BEL USDT. All right, still sitting on the 50-day moving average. This is what I enjoy, just charting. You know, honestly, I'm not a people person. I never have been. I probably never will be. I sucked at selling stuff whenever I did heating and air conditioning work. They pushed us to sell stuff all the time, and I sucked at it so bad, dude. I don't like selling people stuff. I just want to fix stuff. I want to solve a problem. This is like a problem. All right, still sitting on this 50-day moving average right here on Bell. Not a bad spot at all. Seeing as how it's gotten near this support level right through here, I see this as a buying opportunity, not a selling opportunity. So long as it's over the 50-day moving average, I'd be looking for an entry. 821 is not going to be good, but the 50-day is. And I know it may fail short term, but I think long term, anywhere through here, if you get an opportunity, I wouldn't hate taking a chance on anything because I believe everything is going to move up off the floor soon. Flux, I'm actually in Flux, already have my position. Why would I do such a thing? Well, the chart looked good. All right, so problem with Flux here is it's still hung under this trend line. You could argue that it's broken it. You could argue that it's under it. I'll argue that it's still under it. All right, now what it has going for it is it's still well over this 50-day moving average right here. It's still well over it right there. See that? As long as we're over that, it's kind of a good filter for yay, nay. 821, you're flirting with not being over it, flirting with being over it. Okay, it's not quite there yet. It's close. It may fail. I'd like to see it break this trend line, though. You know, it needs to break that, in my opinion. I'll put the 200 up here so we can just have a glance at it. There you go. And you can see we are over that 200-day moving average, sitting pretty. I still need to see it break trend. We've seen many others break trend. Just hasn't done it for Flux yet. Golden cross incoming, right? That's when our 50 and our 100 cross each other. And you see that looks like if nothing happens, that'll happen on December 3rd or 4th. All right. That's if the price goes up. None. Any price moving up will speed that up. Any price moving down will slow that up just a little bit. Okay. But it is sitting over the 50 and the 200. Can't hate on it. ICP. Similar story for ICP, only it's already broken the trend. And over the 200, over the 50, obviously, not bad. You've got a golden cross incoming as well. Looks like this golden cross will happen roughly same time, beginning of December, for a golden cross there on this. Not bad. Can't hate that at all. As long as it's in this position, buy opportunities. I know it hasn't done a humongous move yet, and that's fine. I don't expect everything to just go running up at one time. I have a large position in this one. I plan on just adding to it. I'm not a seller here at all. I'm a buyer for ICP moving forward. I'm trying to get as much as I can. Vila. This is on Arbitrum Network. I have some of this you're about to see. Maybe. It's not on here. Whatever, doesn't matter. This thing sprinted up to the 200, but then never really did anything after that. Just came back and settled on the 50. So long as we're sitting on the 50, we're building up support, gathering new buyers. This is not a bad spot. This is not a bad spot. I think this is actually a good spot. Just needs a little bit of time. Once Arbitrum Network gets some money inflow, you're going to see this thing sprint back toward that 200-day moving average again and take another run at it. Only one run so far. I do believe there's more juice in the tank. It just needs a little bit more time. I've already hit this mark and taken profits on it. And what I've got in it now, I'm good to leave alone for a while. Casper. I'm reading these right off the list that I wrote down, everybody. So I'm just going down the list. There we go, my actual position. So my average price is about 0.32. We're sitting at 0.33, almost 0.34 right now, around 0.34. Barely up, whatever. Again, I'm a buyer down here, not a seller. I've already bought all the Casper I think I want. I like it. It's hard to see here because of all my buy lines. Sorry. These are my real buy lines. I don't care. This is over the 50-day moving average. Good, right? Good. Problem. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Under the 200, solid smack and fail. Very, very rapid fail as well. Now, as long as this thing maintains the 50, everything's fine. It can flutter to the side and sit here and think about it if it would like. I'm okay with that. Gather new buyers and prepare for the bull market. No problem at all. I'm pretty comfortable with this position that I'm in. I'm probably just going to leave this one alone and only add profits from other moves into this. I don't want to put any new money in it, but I will add some profits on top if I get something off of something else. For instance, if I were to sell CRV, I might take the profits and put it on top of this. That's just an example. DFYN. All right. So DFYN's been a hell of a nutcase here. And the reason I say that is every time it looks like it's going to move up, it rapidly goes in the other direction and kind of just flutters around. Looks a lot like Vila does, where it's just sitting on the 50-day moving average, thinking about it, hasn't gone yet. Not in a terrible spot, though. Again, all these are buying opportunities down here. I don't hate gathering as much as you can while this thing is near its literal all-time low. Okay? Don't hate trying to buy what you can get down here. I'm already in DFYN. I'm going to hang out and leave it alone. I'm a buyer down here, not a seller. Delcium. This was talked about in our Discord multiple times today. Broken the 50. Seems to be trying to sprint towards the 200. Not bad. Give it a little time. It should get there. I like the move that it's made so far, coming off its near bottom. Not bad. I'm interested because it's not very old. It's only been out since April, according to this chart. So once it gets broken through and moves, shouldn't be bad. By the way, there's an ad coming up in 1 minute. Sorry. I'll keep talking, and if you miss it, I'm sorry. Anyway, Kagi, I like. It's Delcium here. Give it a little bit more time, and I think it'll do more. I think it's going to have a pretty good solid bull market, honestly. Comp. All right. Comp's ahead of the game here, and what I mean by that is even on the weekly chart, it's kind of ahead of the mark. It's on support. You got a 51, a 50 and 200 cross, golden cross that's already done. Very nice. It's well above it. It's formed solid support above extra ups instead of just coming back to a support level down here. It made a higher support level there, which is great. Still a lower high overall, right? I want to see that make a higher high. It's close. Thing is, not a bad spot. ADA. All right. ADA Golden Cross coming up real soon here. What does a Golden Cross mean? Well, typically it's a sign of an upward trajectory price action. We've already had our tits cross right here, which was when we have price action slow down and wait on this crossing right here. That's already happened. Very good. Now that we've had that tits cross, I expect this thing to make another run up here toward its previous high of April. It doesn't have to break it, but I do think it will get up there and test that high. Okay, about 46 cents-ish, which would perfectly solidify my position that I've got in it, and I'm tickled about that. All right, let's give it a little time, and I think it'll go. Rose. What's interesting is I've noticed I could just come on here and say everything's going up, and no one would be mad. No one would ever be mad if I said everything went up all the time. If I say anything might slow down at all, that's when people really get upset. All right, whatever. All right, more going on here on the Rose chart, which is Oasis Network. You've broken the 50 and the 200. This is what I was talking about ADA doing, where it would sprint and get to these highs up here in April. As you see, it's gotten very close at an April high. Sitting on top of the 236 fib, which is great, forming support, waiting on the 50-day moving average to catch up. Very nice. This is going to take a little bit of time to build up some more energy here because it's already used a lot. But once it does, I do expect this thing to sprint toward 10 cent in time. And for what it's worth, I think this at least gets up here to 21 cents at a minimum. I'm pretty sure it goes higher than that. It may go well past that. It may actually break all-time high. It's still pretty medium market cap. Let's give it some time and see how it works out. Rose is in a better spot than most. EWT. Energy Web Token. All right. Recently, it tried to break the 200. Recently, it did not do it. Came close. Came close. Getting hung up a little bit here, waiting on that 50-day moving average to catch up, as you see there. Give it a little time. This one's going to need... it's a little hung up. It hasn't quite broken the trend yet. It's right up against the trend line like flux. So it may get stuck in the mud here a little bit. It needs a little bit of time to get past the resistance. And once it does, we'll get that same move up here near that spring high. And this one's a little bit higher, around $5. That's damn near 100%. So the risk reward is still pretty darn good there, right? Pretty darn good. Pocket Network. All right. Here's one that's outperformed a ton of stuff. Look at that thing just absolutely sprint up like a gangster. I need to find an older chart. KuCoin. That's about as old as it gets. So right there's the highs that I'd like to see it get to around 10 cents, 9 to 10 cents. Right now we're at 6 cents. So we got another 30% to go just to get there. Not bad. I like the golden cross. It's performed really, really well, which makes me think it's going to slow down. That MACD is pointing way up. That RSI is absolutely screaming high. This one may take a breather, but I do think it will continue to go later on. Some of these are a little overextended, okay? Gala. Yes, I have a Gala. I have a Gala node, and it runs and makes good money. It makes about, at these prices, about $15 a day. That's about what it pays me to do nothing, to just hang on to it. $15 a day. Do the math, 365 days. I can't count that high. That's how much I make at the moment for free on Gala. All right, so it's sitting over top of the 200-day moving average. Very good. 50-day moving average creeping up here. It's going to get a golden cross in here eventually. When? Let's go look on the MA extensions and see. December 4th, 5th, right around the beginning of December, again, like we've seen the other ones say. Now, that could be earlier if it crosses with some upward price action faster. Again, if it goes slower, that golden cross may take 2 extra weeks if the price comes down from here. All right, moving averages are just averages. But the way this looks right now, looks pretty darn good. Sitting on top of the 200 like that is exactly what I want to see from everything. That shows me support moving forward. All right. All right, here's Fetch. This is parabolic. It's already done a ton more than most. It looks a lot like Render. Let me get a drink here. Sorry. It looks a lot like Render, around 58 to 60 cents here. All right. That's the next high to take out. I'm not exactly sure it'll get there in a hurry because it's already done a lot, but it has time. It has till January to get this move complete. Right now we're in Sniper's Alley. Break Sniper's Alley, we can take a shot at that high of 60 cents. Fail Sniper's Alley, we're running back down to 32. Right now I'm more inclined to think that it goes up more based on the fact it's got a parabola going right here. All right. As that tries to go up more, we can take a test at that 60 cents, break that 60 cents, and go all the way to $1.30, which is wild to say, but possible. All right. T-Coin. What do you say the name of this was? Threshold. Threshold token T. It's just TUSD. What the hell? All right. Yeah. So this isn't bad at all. You got it on top of the 50, on top of the 200. Not bad. You got a golden cross coming. This is going to get violent just like it did back here at some point. Not a ton of resistance through here. It is still under the trend. You got some resistance here and obviously some resistance right through here. We haven't got up there yet, not even close. So once this does move, I do expect it to come up here toward this 5 to 7 cent range. Just needs a little time to think about it. Again, buying opportunities sitting down here on top of the 250-day moving average like that. Not bad. Quant. All right, quant. So, give this a second to load. There we go. Similar story here that we just saw on many other coins where it's sitting on top of the 200-day moving average like this. I guess exactly what I want to see. Show me some support here. I'm buying support. I'm selling resistance. Golden cross coming roughly same time, first week or so of December. Again, this is good position to sit in. I don't want to back off of these spots. I want to buy here. I don't want to sell here. I want to look for this to come back up here toward the $150, $160 mark in time. I don't think there's a ton of stuff to stop it from doing that, honestly. It already did it back here in the summer. I expect it to do it again. A little time needed. It isn't going to go all at once like you want it to. But I do think Quant can be one of these that breaks all-time high. It's got a big following. People love to tell you how amazing it is. I don't care. I just want to buy and sell. Don't tell me about the use case. I don't want to hear it. Link. Amazingly, I took profits and sold all this. I know that pisses people off, but I made really good money on Link here. So I went ahead and flipped this money into something else. I don't like the fact that I sold it, but I sold it. Is what it is. Okay. It ran up here to the 50 fib and smacked it and failed. That's why I thought, gosh, I'll sell it just in case it doesn't get there. But if it does get there, so what? It's probably going to fail. And it did. Hit that 50 fib up there and failed. Now it's rolled back. Technically, it still hasn't failed. You could argue that's still an uptrend. It's still over the 50. Long way to go here, right? If it does fail more, I like $12.25 to come back to. Fair number. Beyond that, we'll see. One step at a time. I think that's probably going to happen. But I'll say this. Link always goes up. That way you can't complain. AVAX, my goodness. The darling of the couple days here. Look at this thing absolutely stretch its neck. And look at all my buy lines. Look at this buy line down here. I bought on September 25th. I literally bought the candle directly after the bottom. So for our haters, that's for y'all. Whatever. I don't plan on selling this. I plan on riding this up higher. This is one of these I want to trade on the weekly time frame so I don't mess it up. Right? I got several that I'm not going to mess with except on the weekly, just so I can leave them be and watch them work. This is one of them. I like that it's broken the 236 fib. That's excellent. Now it's worked its way all the way up to the 382. I do expect it to slow down in here somewhere and hilt off on this 382 fib a little bit here. If it doesn't want to do that and it wants to do what Link did and run up here to the 50, perfect. I'm here for it, folks. Let it happen. I've been planning on this AVAX move for quite a while. As you see, I've bought 3 times. My average price is roughly $10. I'm up 130%. Let her eat. I'm cool with it. Let her go. Astar. Oh, did I spell that wrong? No, I spelled it right. All right, cool. Golden cross, check. Very good. Very violent price action up with a bit of a retrace. Yep. How much farther back? Well, let's have a gander. It's technically not failed yet. It could stop here and turn back north more. If it doesn't stop here and turn back north and it fails a little farther, I do expect a retest of this 50-day moving average. Breaking north here and getting back over 7 cents and maintaining 7 cents. This is a really ugly number right now in the price. I'm not going to repeat it. If it breaks 7 cents, Then we're heading north even more to test this previous high of around 10 cents. All that's null and void because this is going to continue running up a lot later. It just hasn't done it yet. This doesn't have very much data. I'm very interested in this one. I'm going to make a note to check this one out later. Thank you for whoever brought that up. I appreciate it. Algo. Algorand. Oh, look, it appears to have bought the exact bottom again. All right. So this thing broke trend. It's broken the 50. It's broken the 200. It has a golden cross incoming. It's still on a green uptrend right there. See that? Can't stop it. Can't back out. I got to leave it alone. Even if it fails here, I think we're near the bottom. Buying opportunities. 236 at 18 cents makes the most sense. And after that, 30 cents. But that's going to take a while to get to. I do think it slows down at 18 cents, realistically speaking. And as you see, I've got $2,000 in Algorand here, so I'm well into it. H-bar. H-bar. I'll get to the comments right here in a moment, everybody. I'm almost through this list. H-bar over the main trend line. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Over the 250, yes. Golden cross, yes. Very good all around. It's trying its best to get over these candles and form a new local high. See that? It hasn't quite done it yet. It's a lot of even highs. I want to see it break that high and close up here. That's a new local high if it does that, and that's almost a guarantee that it runs up to the next resistance level, which is that white line, 236 fib around 068, roughly. All right? I'm in H-bar, as you see there, $1,500. Let her eat. CTSI. Cartesi. All right. Still flirting around with the bottom here. Flat, kind of like Link was before Link broke out. This one makes me want to buy it, honestly. Sitting on the 200 like this, sitting on the 50, I don't hate it. That's a decent spot here. Again, these are the places where I'm looking to add, not run away. If it fails, it fails. It's worth the shot. Reap. Reap Chain. It's a cool name. Yeah, this one's a no for me. Very quick no. Zeal. As that chart we just looked at has nothing going for it. Zeal here, however, does. It appears as though we've bought the bottom. Like exactly. Not exactly, but pretty close. I was trying my best to get Zeal. It just didn't work out. Moving money around, buying other things, and it slipped my mind. But got into it. There's my average price around 0.016. As you can see, we're at 0.021. I'm up about 50%. That's titties. So, same situation with H-bar where it's broken trend and it's sitting over top of the 200 and the 50. Solid uptrend line like Algorand. I think this is aiming for this 2.5 cent area up here. It's a little bit of time to get there. There's not a shit ton of gains here. Percent-wise in Zeal yet. It's really got to stretch its legs to get going. These multiples aren't as high in this one as they are in other ones. This is a safer play for me. That's why I did what I did for Zilliqa. Now, let me go look at what you guys are saying. I'm sorry. Pro. What's up, Badu? What's up, J Mart? Good to see you. Jesse Z, what's up? Alex Bell. Oh, you bought it $15. I want you to think about that in the grand scheme of things. We're back at 100. We're going to laugh at these prices, okay? Remember that. At $100, we're going to laugh at these prices. Let's see. Look at that cake chart, man. Do we have to, dude? Because I missed it. We talked about it, and I still missed it, dude. Azam, what's up, brother? Doge, I got you. Almost spelled it wrong. LRC and Bake. Yeah, Frank actually pointed it out on the Zoom the other night in Filecoin. Real quick, guys, if you have not done so, please check us out right here. WAP.com/team786. That's our Discord link. Get you full access to what we do nonstop, 24/7, 365. If you're curious about when I bought all these positions, well, every single one of them are listed in our Discord for everyone to see as I do them. Not only that, but they're filled out in spreadsheet form, organized, pointed out, with buy charts, with sell charts, with buy lines, with sell lines, with how much I bought, when I bought, where I bought, blah, 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 blah. Thank you all for watching it. Thank you all for coming in and seeing it. I don't want you to copy me. I just want to be transparent with what I'm doing. But there are many, many, many of us in there all working together to make the most money as possible. The assets that you've seen me miss on were already talked about in there. I just missed on them, and that's on me, okay? Par for the course. I'm not perfect. All there is to it. Nonetheless, with a bunch of awesome people in there, all helping each other make the most money possible. Check us out, man. 10 whole whopping bucks a month. Pretty soon the doors close, and no new people will be allowed in. Don't say I didn't tell you so. All right, let's go through Proppy first. Oh, it's on Coinbase. Very cool. Yeah, sweet. I like this one. Whoever brought it up. That's on the 200 and the 50. Very nice. Who brought that up? Jesse Z. Thank you. Yeah, this is a good look right here. I like this. Sitting on top of the 5200, much like the other ones. Give this a little bit. That's going to get some juice eventually and go. It's a good spot to accumulate, in my opinion. Cake. All right. Pancake swap. Jesus Christ. Look at this thing. Ugh. Broke through everything. Jumped on top of the 236 fib here. 255. This is after talking about it on a Zoom and still not buying it. What an idiot I am, dude. I hate missing. I really, really, really don't like to miss. Is what it is, though, right? Oh, well. Part of it. So, Golden Cross incoming, broken trend. There's nothing bad to say about this. I'd like to see it hold 255, and if it can, this thing's free and clear to run to the next fib zone, which is about 442, which is another 100%. This thing has thousands of percent gain in it if it can maintain it. Thousands of percent gain. Doge. I did not miss on Doge. I talked about this many, many times, and I said if this price comes down in the support zone, I would buy, and I bought. I try to be transparent, as honest as I can, everybody. So there you go. Now, on top of the 50, on top of the 200, remember a minute ago on H-bar, I said I wanted to see this thing make a new local high? Well, look what Doge is doing, all right? Trying to make a new local high. Here's the previous high closes. And here's how the candles have jumped over top and made a new local high. Perfect. Give me a little bit more juice here and show me you're ready to go and get up here to this around 9-cent mark where I think it'll likely go. Jump that 9-cent mark and we could make a big move here. This is why I went ahead and got in this, all right? I knew this thing would get volatile at some point, just like it did back here. Give it a watch and see what happens. Volatility will come back in and this thing will move fast again. You know, you're one comment away from a certain billionaire from complaining that he made it happen. Just remember that I bought the support zone that I said I would way before that. All right. LRC. Someone's going to say that, and I'm going to try to find this live stream to reference it. And I'm sure China Mad will make a GIF out of it or something. Loop Ring, LRC. Bought this one at damn near perfectly on the bottom. Not just me, but other people. Over the 50, over the 200, same spot, sitting pretty right on top of the 200. Good support here. Show me you want it. Get up here to this 33-cent level. That's another 30+% for me if that happens. I'm already sitting good on this one. That's actually 40% if that happens. That would put me, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to go that far back. That would put me, because I'm currently up, let's see, about 30%. That would put me up about 90% on Loop Ring. Not bad. Not bad. I hope it keeps going here. I don't see anything that tells me it's ready to turn around and tuck tail. If it does, buying opportunity. Bake. BitGet. I actually have a BitGet account now that I have my Palau ID. Been using it. Pretty happy with it. Over the 50, over the 200 on Bake. No big movements yet, but it's thinking about it. All right. I like the uptrend here. As long as it keeps doing that, we're good. I like that it's building a flag over here. Kind of building a flag over here with price action. Boiling and thinking about it. Even a fail here comes back to the 200-day moving average, which is still another buying opportunity. Come down and make an equal low. Then I can take a stab at buying it. Let that happen and see what happens. I'll buy everything at the bottom that I can. Filecoin. There we go. All right, there's my actual buy lines on Filecoin. As you see, I bought 2 times exactly at the bottom. One time a little higher with profits. Average price is coming in around 340. We're at 490 right now. Up about 30-something%, I guess. 40-something%. Leave this one be for me. Over the 200, over the 50, still trending up. I know it's done a lot and I could take some profits. And I know it's hitting resistance. It's running into this 236 fib right now that I don't have on the screen. But I like the fact that once it gets past this level, there's nothing to stop it until the green box up here, which is another 600%, or roughly 500, or 600 rough percent to that green box area. All right. I like that. And since that's the case, I'm home free if it does that. I don't want to ruin this good spot. I'm going to leave it be. Done more than most, so a pullback isn't the end of the world. We're about to have this golden cross. I would like to see a good golden cross, not a soft cross, a good golden cross. And this thing sprint up here to at least $8 or some change, which should be an equal high to the previous high in 2023 and set us up for January. That's my hope. XTZ, Ape coin. Why can I never spell ape, dude? It's 3 letters. God, I'm an idiot. What's up, Mosa Burr? Kevin Newsom, good to see you. Crypto Moon Boy, Brent Gossett. What's up, Brent? Sorry I didn't say your name earlier. Blank. Yeah, you can just take my Excel spreadsheet and delete it all if you want. Totally up to you. It's in the pinned messages up top. Yeah, you got it, Frank. All lined up, bro. An XRP. We haven't talked about that one. How about that? The most amazing digital asset ever created. We haven't even talked about it. That's a whole nother argument, dude. Boy. All right, Tezos, similar story as others. You're seeing that some of these all look the same. They're all kind of going to move together, which is cool because you can kind of start planning now for what to do when they actually move a lot. Go ahead and do prep work, all right, because you're going to see some of these move together. I want you to group them when you see those. And know, hey, these several are going to move together, and then these several will move together, so forth and so on. You can dance in between the few of those with profits. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Not telling you to do it, but you will make more gains that way. That's definitely what I'm going to do. Golden Cross coming, isn't there yet. First week of December. My target box up here is about $112, not $112, $1.12. There's not a ton of percent gains here in Tezos. That's the problem. Even though the chart looks good, others have more percent available. I think Tezos is more of a safe play. It's 30% up to my next target. Ape. Ah, man. This shit. Pull it up and look at it. Here's my buy lines. This thing's just flirting with my buy lines and won't go. I only bought this because it hadn't done anything yet. Wasn't even close to over the 200 moving average. I thought, gosh, you know what? Let me go ahead and get in on this and prepare. And the reason I'm going to do that is once this moves, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to flip it into something else for free with profits. I'll take my initial and I'll buy something else, whatever. ApeCoin was purely a profit flip for me. And it's done it's done nothing. So I'm going to pull up the Bollinger Bands here real quick. And let me pull up just another chart with no drawings on it. All right, here's the Bollinger Bands, and I want you to look how tight these Bollinger Bands are getting on the daily. Could this fail and come down to the 50-day moving average again? Yes. Could it very much break up north here and sprint to that 200 moving average? Yes. Either way, I'm okay with either one. I bought Ape to flip it. As soon as this thing comes up here toward this 200 moving average, I'm probably going to take half out. If it goes up here more, I'll take the other half out. This was purely to flip anyway. I'm just trying to get something out of it, all right? But you can't deny that it isn't near the bottom. So there's a good possibility it gets volatile here in the near future. When exactly? Good question. I'm tired of waiting on it, but there's nothing I can do now except wait on it. All right. Bollinger Bands on the daily tight. Another week, I guess. Sucks, right? Not terrible, though. XRP. All right. Let's pull up the Bitstamp pair. So, after missing my take profit by 0.02, this thing got to 0.748 and did not get to 0.75. I should have set it for just under 0.75. I didn't. That's the way she goes. It's all right. It fell back to the support level that I thought it would. That's what I was going to do, is sell it and then rebuy down here to get free coins out of it, increase my amount. But so long as it stays above this 60-cent level here at 382, I think it's okay. These moving averages are going to continue to kind of roll around here slowly. Let this thing dance out here. And as it dances and prepares for January, February, and March, that's when we'll get the good price action, I think, for XRP, when we'll see a real big move. It's just not quite time yet. I don't hate buying support. Okay, don't misread me here. I think everything down here is a buying opportunity. XRP is a little ahead of some of the others. I know you're going to say it's a lagger, but it's actually ahead of some others chart-wise, and I think it's going to go up to at least 786 this time, which is around $2. And honestly, I think it's due to break all-time high. With all the good news it's had, that's good sentiment. And, it makes sense. It just makes logical sense. You know what I mean? So I'm here for it. Let it happen. All right. Got a couple more. So I've already done ICP, but I can do TIA. That's one I missed on. What else? Rune. Looks like we got VRA. Clay. Epic. Gosh, you guys are throwing them in here. I'm not going to be able to get all these. TIA first. Not going to be a whole lot to show you on this TIA chart, except it went straight up. If you didn't get in a whitelist and gamble, you didn't win. Simple as that. This thing has gone with the wind. Nothing I can do about it now. It's up 300%. So, nothing I can do about it except watch. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to chase a moving train. Rune. Similar story here. Rune, absolute launch here off the bottom. This is what I was hoping a lot of coins would do. Rune certainly made its case to show that it was ready to rock. The interesting thing is, you've never heard anybody talk about Rune of any ilk. You've only heard it on X. So don't come at me and tell me you've heard everyone talk about it. You haven't. All the way to the golden pocket over here. You can't see it, but right there it is, golden pocket. Really stretched its neck out. It's super overbought. This is going to have to retrace at some point. I would expect if this fails, it comes back to the 50-day moving average, but it has not done so yet. She is off to the races. VRA. She's a cool coin chart. All right, so I'm in VRA, have a nice position size. I like the move it's made, still over the trend, stuck under the 382 fib, and it keeps rejecting off of it like almost perfectly. See that? Go ahead and tell me TA doesn't work. Look how perfectly that thing has bounced off of that 382 fib every time. Failure. So I need to see this thing break through this 382, and when it does, it should sprint for this 1 cent and a half barrier, okay, at about the 50 fib, which is about actually 0.013. But to give you a nice round number, about 1.5 cents. Hadn't done it yet. Needs a little bit more time to get there. I don't think that happens just yet. I think that's more of a next year thing. We'll see. I already have my VRA. I'm in a killer spot. I'm not running away. Clay. All right. Pretty nice looking chart. Parabolic. That's clearly a parabola right there. Over the 50, over the 200. Not bad. This thing should continue its sprint up. It may take a short break, but I do expect it continues its march upward in time. That 50 and 200 cross should pull the price action back just a little bit here and nose over just a little before continuing its transcendence up. Big words. Tired. All right. Epic was one I had on my list and I didn't buy. That's on me. Good job, Keith. You friggin' idiot. This old buy line right here is my old line. Fail. Missed on this one. Add that to the list of things Keith screwed up. You're going to see plenty more, I promise. Next target's about 0.021. It's in between the 236 and the 382 now. It is above this previous high, which is nice. It just ran really hot, really fast, and I think this needs to slow down some. So at this 382 fib, it should check up and have a breather. What's up, CL? Boo. B-O-O. Sorry if I scared y'all. Ba-doom-ts. I'm an idiot. Jesus Christ. It's not even entertainment. All right, over the 200, over the 50, very nice. I do not like this candle. That is a horrible looking candle. The good news is this thing is down so much that there's a lot of gains in it. Like AMP and some other ones, Flow, shit ton of gains here. So, it's never experienced a bull market, it doesn't look like. No, it has. That's not true. I think this one's been in a bull market before. So, some time here, some opportunity. It may turn the corner here, but I think it's going to slow down and hold up here for a little bit. Not a bad spot. Like others, it's in a decent spot. I'm just a little worried about that price action currently with that candle. That's a really ugly candle. Last one, AMP. All right. Then we'll be off here. All right, there's my buy line. Yes, bought the bottom on this one. Over the 50, over the 200. Really, really nice candles recently, more so. Let's peel this back a moment and take the indicators off and notice what's happened with the trend. It appears as though we may have broken the downtrend. See that right there? Now, it looks like it fell back under it. I'm not sold one way or the other. I like the volatility that it finally got. I don't like that it's technically stuck under the line. So I'm watching this very closely. I only have a little bit in it, not the end of the world. I planned on leaving it alone because I think it's got really, really good gains in it. I'd like to see this thing on top of this trend line, then go. More likely to happen because it's me. This thing comes down to this trend line and rolls down here first. Either way, buying opportunities. Give me a double bottom down here, and that's another buy opportunity. Sorry, that's all there is to it. So, that was a long-ass hour, I'm not going to lie. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. 75 was on here at one time, I think, which is awesome. Anything more than 50, I count as a big win. I never expected this many people to watch to begin with. I say this a lot, dude, but it's a little bit of weird. It's a little bit weird that people even want to hang out and listen to anything I've got to say. So, seriously, y'all, thank you. All right, it means the world to me. I appreciate all you guys. Zoom after this for the subscribers. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I super appreciate that. I'm sorry for the lack of personality tonight, dude. Long day. Y'all be good. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Sky's the limit. Peace.